Bill Howley, Elf Evolution. Elf Evolution, Bill Howley.
Deep in the forest, beyond the city skyscapes, beyond the suburban bustle, outside of the rural countryside sprawling with pumpkin patches and farm fields, once ran a small sparkling river named Atlantis alongside a golden meadow. A river that shimmered in the morning light like glistening diamonds deeply mined from Aphrodisia. The river was a caregiver to the creatures of the Cascade Forest, including the Canada lynx, mildew marmoset, and candy cougar. The river was a sacred symbol of the never-ending flow of life on Earth. The peace, so palpably powerfully felt at this serene spot, was special because it was unlike the surrounding area. Clear-cuts had throttled much of the ancient forest at this particular latitude and longitude. What used to be pristine Pacific Northwest paradise simply became a supply chain for the development of a chemical warfare company known as Raker, using the wood as biofuel, energizing its mission of not-so-secret world dominance in collaboration with corrupt governments. One day, a rumble was heard nearby the untouched wild acre. It was a bulldozer. Camped in the middle of the meadow, Joseph Earthstrider, formerly of the ELF movement, or Earth Liberation Front, or ELF, an activism group that once did the clandestine actions of setting fires to private, commercial, and government property in the late 1990s to protest deforestation, awoke with Hawthorne Hawk-like alertness. He whistled. Deeper in the forest, 5 of his clanspeople rose and banged on their celestial ceremonial drums. Even deeper in the woods, an additional 100 rose, like fire lily flowers from the dirt, with full sun salutations. It was time to make the stand. Long foretold at grog-fueled, untamed, cozy campfires by the elders of the tribe in the preceding months, this day had finally arrived. Activation Day. Unlike what the ELF became, the greatest domestic terror threat in America's history, Joseph was determined to express the voice of Mother Nature for the sake of this plot of land, and land on the planetary whole a different way this time. Within minutes, over 100 assembled at the perimeter, forming a line, holding hands. Within seconds, the artificial destruction equipment noise roared like the sound of Skynet as 5 bulldozers approached the magic meadow. From the center of the line, Joseph raised a fist, whilst making eye contact with his extended family, and with a mighty primal yell, he brought up a second. At that moment, oboes, harmoniums, instruments of all shapes and sizes appeared and started playing a most symphonic sound as halcyon voices began harmonizing. Deep tribal dancing, reminiscent of a scene in The Matrix Reloaded the night before the machines attacked Zion, also ensued. The experience was so beautiful, joyous, and heart-expanding that 3 of the 5 equipment operators burst into tears. They couldn't destroy what once gave them so much joy, growing up in this same forest with their family and friends, sharing games like tag, and so many wholesome memories. They couldn't simply wipe it off the face of the planet. Out of nowhere, 25 corporate representatives on hovercraft, much akin to those in Diddy Kong Racing, appeared. And they started walking towards the line of song-making sojourners, weapons in hand. Joseph stepped to greet them. Drawing on years of experience practicing Qigong at Wudang Mountain in China, he got into a ready stance. And along with 10 of his strongest freedom fighters, they immediately disarmed the men when they got too close, with both their Bruce Lee-like skills and some ancient alien technology. As 2 men ran at Joseph for the sake of the corporation's mission, he channeled his energy 1,800 miles deep to the center of the Earth's core, activated his aura on a Super Saiyan 9000 level, slightly levitated like Chris Angel, the Mind Freak. As the attacks came in, he softly deflected them as magically as an elf tiptoeing in the night. The two men hit the ground, and the remaining machinery was shut off. Victory had been claimed, and a ceremonial prayer was given to the tribe's heroine forerunner, still actually at large to this day, Josephine Sunshine Overacre. The revolution grew stronger that day, emboldened with a sense of confidence to conquer global divisions, preserve the environment, and unite the world, so that it could be as still, peaceful, and free-flowing as the Atlantis River by the Golden Meadow. Contest Master.